Good morning, Dario Rossi, Head of Motorsport Division in Riedel. I will tell you a little bit about our involvement in Formula One. Riedel started to be involved in Formula One 25 years ago, nearly. Next year is our 25th anniversary in Formula One. And our involvement is going through all the team. We supply all the Formula One team, the FIA, the Federation International Automobile, and FOM and broadcaster. The central part of our involvement is obviously communication, and we tend to supply solution. Our solution is through our products. The Intercom of Riedel is visible every race in the pit wall, but you can also see in the garage and in the facility at home. Formula One in the recent year changed the rules, which make only 60 people per team to be operative in the car. That was triggered the fact that we have much more necessity than the past to be connected home in the factory with the rest of the team, which sometimes go to 400 or 500 people. The technology that we introduced a few years ago as an innovation was with our sister company, Riedel Networks, what we call MPLS, which is a special fast line of internet. Just to give you an idea, we connect Melbourne to some team in Italy in 260 milliseconds, and that is comprised uplink and downlink. So in essence, we can say we are in real-time connection. And in fact, when the car is running, the driver is listened by 400 people around the world in different locations, and they can all speak and listen each other. That is become very, very important because it reduces the cost indirectly because we travel less people around the world. Increase the competencies because you have a resilience in the team, and become very, very strategic. On site, we support as well radio, which allow people to go around the paddock and the circuit. We supply also FIA, as I said, with Intercom. They communicate with each team, and radio in safety and medical car, so with full coverage of the track. As well there, we introduced some innovation that was the first in the sport events, like a centralized base station, which allowed to have a very good synergy and control of one big base station that allow us to manage 2,000 radio per event. And that now is also used in some other events. So for Riedel, in principle, the Formula One involvement is also a way to develop technology and functionality, reliability that is extended to the other event we are doing. On FIA side, we support them in what we call race control. With doing that, we interface all the video that is present on the track. And when we say all the video, we mean the broadcasting video, which is produced by FOM, the CCTV camera, which is normally the racetrack camera, and our own camera, which we can call a pit stop camera, parc fermé camera, pit lane camera, some special camera. So all in all is about 120, 130 video signal that is synchronized and stamped and saved in the server. We develop also software for race control, which has allowed to race control and the race director to review an incident in real time. Here is not 200 milliseconds, but is basically some second. So one of our operators is sitting at the desk of race control, and he can review an incident, change the camera angle, access some data, audio, telemetry, and if the race director decides that there is an infringement, he can create what we call a clip and send it to the steward room, which there is another of our guys, and they can review and decide the penalty. All this is really in few seconds. That is where people see television is under investigation, is where they already have the video, they already discussing what to decide as a penalty. On what we call TV compound, where the broadcaster is based, we supply all of them with artists and MediaNet. MediaNet has been a big help for us in the event because most of the time we have races, what we call back-to-back. and the simplification of having an expert system like MediaNet, which simplifies the number of fiber and is an intelligent system itself, help a lot in the setup time and the rigging. Moreover, 2 years ago, with our partner RTL, we applied to use the same concept that we are using with Team, and we introduced what we call a remote production. What that means is that we have a set of MediaNet on site in RTL camp, and instead of having a number of people on site to make a production, we send all the signal back in Cologne with very, very limited time delay, and they make the production there. We also have a return link where we see the production as well, so we always monitor that everything is going in the right direction. But that is changing a lot in the procedure of broadcaster, because again, flying less people is a saving, is making more people happy to stay home, and because we have a number of events like 20 a year, 21 in 2018, and the quality of the service is just unbelievable. For the 2018 season, we will have some innovation. Particularly our new product, which is called Bolero, is a wireless intercom. We tested this year in 2017 because our environment is very challenged. We have a unique number of problems to solve. Typically we have infrastructure because the tribune is in metal, the garage is in metal. We have telemetry of the car. We have a number of disturbs in the frequency due to the white noise of broadcaster, repeater, safety, you name it, we have it. And it has been very successful. We tested since Monaco, and we start to use it since Monza with FIA. And next year we will implement it to all the team. So that is a big change in terms of freedom, because obviously it has a 6-channel in full duplex, and is also going to influence the way the team is operating. That is why we need also a little bit of time to test and make sure the procedure, how things is done before the race and after the race and during the race is governed. Particularly before the race is a very strange situation, because it's the only moment where you have 20 cars in the same spot, basically 5 meters one each other, and where the people need to get a very clear conversation with the driver. We are very satisfied with this introduction. Moreover, in 2018 we will have 21 races. That means for us we have to change our procedure and fiber infrastructure. For the first time in Formula One history, we will have 3 races, one each other. So it's not anymore back to back, but it's back to back to back. And for people that is working in an event, they know what that means, because we finish an event on Sunday night and we go into a new location, and on Tuesday we are operative. But you need to keep in advance consideration about logistic, material, infrastructure, testing, and not having a rest. It will be quite a big challenge for my guys, which is a very good team, but obviously they're still human. So we have put in place a number of new aspects in terms of how we can rig quickly, how we can derig quickly, how we can guarantee the quality without having to increase or double the structure, because that is not acceptable. So the challenge is always to try to make things in the most professional way, in the shortest time, and in the perfection. So it's quite a good challenge to win. Good afternoon, welcome to Barcelona, where Riedel is attending the pre-season test, the T2 as it's called. And if you come inside, I will show you how we are working here. We test our infrastructures, the first one. We have 2 sets of infrastructures, so we test the first one We remove it and send it to Australia. Now that's the second one, which will go from here to Bahrain, which is the second Grand Prix of the season. All the system we deploy is working very well, and we're getting ready for ramp up very well for Melbourne, which is the first Grand Prix of 2018. For the first time, we deploy fully infrastructure for the Bolero system, which is the new wireless that we tested last year by ourselves, sorry. And we now deploy to all the team, which they started to use it in pit stop practice, during their procedure, in race simulation, and so and so. We are very happy, it's working very well, and we expected a very exciting season this year. The Bolero system is mainly a bell pack, which has been designed as a wireless intercom. So it has a full quality of the standard intercom of Riedel, but it's wireless. This gives an advantage, especially in Formula 1, to be moving around and be able to use it on the pit lane in operational people during the pit stop, for example. He has 6 channels, 4 in the front, 2 on the side. He has a headset or earpieces, and it's possible also to use it as a normal bellpack telephone. It's fully configurable. You can have a routed different channel. The big advantage compared to the radio that we use it until today is the possibility to have a 6 channel in full duplex, while the radio normally you have one group of people and it's scanning over some other group. And obviously to talk you have to push the button. It's half duplex, as it's called. We are very happy. It's quite rugged. It's waterproof. We already tested last week in the snow, and hopefully we don't have many races in the snow this year, but we know that we will have some race in the rain. That is not an issue. The battery life is quite satisfactory. It's over 20 hours, and when you go full channel, full duplex, you can go 18 hours, which is more than the Grand Prix. So all in all, it's an innovation that will change the procedure, and it's just the start, because the more we use it, the more the team will use it, they will find more and more application. And we're looking forward to the challenge that will rise every time to us.